Next question, as more states open up, is it safe to let kids play contact sports?
You know, I hope so, because my daughter plays a contact sport at the collegiate level. But here's what we know right now. There was a recent publication in JAMA just out a few days ago, really from the American College of Cardiology, ironically, and their Council on Sports Physiology, because we know that COVID-19 can affect the heart, even in younger athletes. And so they really delineate when can you go back to exercise or contact sports, competition. And basically they're saying for mild symptoms, no hospitalization, at least 2 weeks. And if someone is hospitalized, then they need more formal evaluation to assess their heart and their heart function. But there is obviously the risk of getting infected or spreading the infection with close contact sport. So again, they say with social distancing, that's pretty hard when you play sports like my daughter, ice hockey.
Right.
You're right up in there.
Right.
And spit is flying everywhere.
Yeah, so that's TBD, right? We'll have to see what...
That's right. I mean, it is important to remember that this age group, you know, younger students, younger children are at lower risk. But as we've covered before, that does not mean zero risk. So they still do need protection and some kind of precautions. But that is being figured out literally as we speak.
All right. Dr. Jen Ashton, thank you so much. And you can submit your questions to Dr. Jen on her Instagram at Dr. J. Ashton. Well, as the school year comes to a close and summer activities have been canceled, many parents are concerned that the summer will not lessen the amount of screen time their kids are getting. So here to talk about prioritizing quality screen time is Emmy Award-winning creator and executive producer of shows like Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood and Blue's Clues. We have Angela Santomero with us. Angela, thanks so much for joining us. We certainly appreciate it. And we all know now more than ever, our kids are using screens for everything, for school, for recreation, for connecting with their friends and family. What is too much screen time in these times?
You know, it's such a complicated question, right? I base everything on the quality of the media. You know, we always talk about that we're feeding our kids' brains with the media that they're consuming, just like we're feeding their bodies with the food that we're giving them. And so the idea of eating too much broccoli isn't a thing. So the idea of consuming really good quality media is also something that we have to take into consideration, that we know what to look for, that we know what our kids are getting out of it, that we can also balance it, right? That an hour of screen time is an hour of off screen time. And that is the hope whenever we're creating shows, is that we're viewing and doing, right? We're inspiring kids by the media that we have to then go outside and change the world at a socially distanced space, of course. But the idea that we're getting them up and moving and reading and, you know, practicing some kindergarten readiness skills, doing dramatic play if they're younger, you know, all of these things that they're impassioned by with regard to the media.
Yeah, and can you talk to us about using media versus letting it use us?
I love that, right? Especially in today, right, with all of the on-demand programming, we can actually choose the shows that our kids are the most interested in, choose certain episodes if our kids are afraid of the dark, if our kids are getting nervous about something. There's a ton of Daniel Tiger strategies that we could be choosing, a sharing episode, let's say, and then having a conversation about it. And we also talk about, you know, these are your kids' friends. And are they, let's make sure, first of all, that they're your friends that you want for your kids, that if you open the living room, if you open the front door, that literally these are kids you'd want to have over for dinner. So is Daniel Tiger somebody like that? And be okay with talking about it. What would Daniel do? You know, having those conversations about media only enhances what our kids are learning from it. And right now, you know, we really want to continue to enhance our kids' vocabulary. We want to really try to motivate them to do things that they're excited about doing, whether it's playing the piano just to play, whether it's, you know, picking up books, whether it's writing. So this is the kind of thing where we're worried about the summer slump. We're worried about what we can be doing, and we can use educational media to do that, to help with that.
I mean, it's incredible what you've been able to create, and we certainly as parents thank you for all that you've done. Angela Santomero, thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh, thank you so much.
And we have much